what would you eat in school? Remember when we would actually see each other? Bitch, you would make me buy shit. And I was so smart. She never bought shit.
I know. See, for real, I would get lazy. Like, obviously, I would bring my food from home sometimes, right? But sometimes I would get lazy, and I would just
meal prepping is hard. Don't lie.
Okay, meal prepping and sandwiches are. No,
Nutella sandwich took forever.
Peanut butter. The peanut butter is too hard.
I know.
No, but yeah, I would literally buy. I wasted a lot of money my first 2 years on food on campus. Whether it was Carl's Jr., because we had a Carl's Jr. right there.
And Pollo Loco.
Pollo Loco. I was not a big fan of Pollo Loco.
I don't know either, but that one time I
the
tried
nachos, because the girl brought it to class.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got it because of her. I got it because of Maria.
Yes, one time this one girl brought like a bowl of nachos with like chicken, right? It was from Pollo Loco. And I was like, damn, that shit smells so good. We're both saying that because we were hungry as hell.
Yeah.
And
Damn, my stomach's rumbling. Not gonna lie.
We were like, damn, next time we go to Pollo, my mouth is watering, bro. No, mama.
I know.
No, yeah. We were like, damn, next time we go eat, I'm gonna get that, right? And I got it like once or twice. I was like, okay, yeah, pasa, please. It was pretty good though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when it wasn't that, it was like Carl's Jr. I tried sushi, which I ended up liking.
Yeah, but I didn't like it. The California rolls, you got them, no? I didn't like them.
Those, they were
because
pretty
they were
good.
like just like the frozen ones.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or like Chinese food. Sometimes we would walk into McDonald's.
No, yeah.
Or what was it, Burger King? Yeah.
McDonald's or Burger King, they were like right across.
Yeah. And then I was like, every time I would see them, I would be like, hey, let's go buy some food. I would convince her. I wouldn't convince Daniela though.
Yeah, she'll always have like snacks though.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I had some snacks, like I would still like, I'm like, if you buy something,
yeah,
I'll buy something.
It was like that. Or
so,
like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when it wasn't like actual like food, I would just go to the bookstore and buy like snacks, you know.
Yeah.
Monsters. I would drink Monster here and there just to keep me awake when I had those long periods.
Long periods are fucking all-nighter shit. Pulling all-nighter. Wow, I don't know if like you did, but I'm pretty sure you did.
There was once like freshman year, I took like a 3-hour class. Those were the worst. I would have fallen asleep like midway.
Damn, yeah, I know.
But yeah, there were those times I could not get that money back, but at least the food was good at the time.
At the time.
So
the stairs.
Dude, I know the stairs. This is why I would reward
day,
myself.
All day, every day.
I would reward myself with a burger for going up the stairs.
Know.
But yeah.
I remember sometimes when I would get early to school, like I would go buy a bagel, you know, like te lo tostaba.
Dude, Starbucks. We had a Starbucks.
Yeah, but the line, bro.
Oh, I know. I hated that.
Long.
But sometimes, like, okay, breakfast time, I'll get myself a sandwich from there. A drink.
Yep.
Especially when you have someone to convince yourself to go.
Ya sabes, ¿cómo se llama? Juice it up?
Juice it up, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was that one.
Where you would get the
acai bowl.
Acai bowl, yeah.
Yes.
Good smoothies there too. Damn, a lot of money wasted there.
Yeah. We were wasting like as if we were rich, bro.
I know.
Like, I don't even know where the money came from.
I know.
But yeah, it was like, damn, can't believe we.
But would you stay inside, like the library, or sometimes you would like be outside?
I would always be inside in the library, because it was quiet. Just to sit there, especially when it was cold. I would find a warm place.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much hang out, do any work I had to do, like homework, work on any projects, or literally just watch Netflix and eat.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever like we weren't able to meet up.
Yeah, I remember like I could never sit outside, you know, like in the benches, because I would always just like watch who's like coming up, or like, you know, there was this time where like classes would come out and like there was like people going up and down like the like the walkway or whatever, so just like, oh, like let's see who I find, you know, and stuff like that. And then sometimes I would find like Gustavo, like, hey, what do you think? I'm like, oh my god, you know, ya nos podemos al chisme or something.
No, and then for me it was the opposite. I didn't like sitting outside because I'm a very introvert person. so I didn't want to see people. So I would just go freaking hide where there was less people.
Yeah.
The only times I would sit outside was when I was with someone, right? Whether it was you, Daniela, or someone else, right? Those were pretty much the only times. Because you see what happens when I sit outside and the mosquitoes come?
Yes, I know what happens.
But yeah, pretty much. I don't want Carl's Jr. now.
I kind of want the chicken nachos.
Pollo loco.
Did you have like a rough patch during like your years of, being
college?
in school? Yeah, college.
For me, I feel like it was very different because I never got that feeling of wanting to drop out. I would say it a lot as a joke, but I never really meant it, right? Like, I didn't never really thought about it as actually dropping out. I feel like that's when I think it was first year or second year. If it was first year, second semester, I think, that I started working. I had a part-time job. That's when my first job. So that was the only hard part because sometimes I would go to school and still go to work after.
Oh, fuck.
So I would like hurry up, and I would go on the bus too. I would have to hurry up to get to home on time, and then change into my work clothes and head to work.
And then still like having it in mind, like, oh, I have to do this assignment due today, or like this final is coming up, or project, or whatnot.
I feel like that was the only like main struggle I had at the very beginning, like managing time with work and school. Other than that, no, not really. It was like minor things like, oh, I have to do this final, I have to present type of stuff. So I don't think I really ever had like a tough, rough path along the way. The only thing I did hate was that I didn't really get to make friends throughout the years. Like you said, yeah, we would meet them, but then they would be on, different classes, or they graduated. Yeah, and then pandemic hit. We didn't really make a connection because it was online mainly, so we didn't really get to know each other type of stuff. Didn't really get to make connections.
Yeah. No, it was hard. Oh yeah, talking about that. How was your experience with like pandemic? Switching to online, literally.
I honestly liked online.
Yeah.
Because especially it was during the time where we're gonna take a test that I knew I was gonna for sure fail. So pandemic hit right on time.
Yeah.
Nah, but
what class was it for, Maria?
Oh, some class.
Some class.
Nah, but for real, like it honestly low-key saved me from a lot of presentations.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That was the only good thing. The bad thing, not getting to see friends, for a good while.
Or sometimes even good professors. I'm pretty sure you had good professors online.
Yes. Pretty sure we missed a lot of opportunities of getting to meet people and professors within our major that could have helped us for future things,
references.
Yeah,
mostly because going back to like that what is it called, orientation that I had for like graduate school. They said like you need letters of recommendation from previous professors and stuff like that, and it's like a question that they asked was like, what if you had like mostly professors online, that were good, but and then they said you have to kind of remind them, like, oh, I was this student, or I was that, like, like sometimes it was good because you didn't have to speak up, but like if you wanna like recommendations, it's like kind of hard, like more difficult really to get them because of the pandemic, but like you said, at the same time it came to save mostly a lot of money as well, like within like students that commuted to school, and like
students who wasted a lot of food.
Food, like that like drove to school, they avoided a lot of traffic. I'm pretty sure gas money as well, so that helped save a lot as well. But working from home was also difficult, like especially if you have siblings that are like also doing online,
Oh, I know, because everyone would be online at the same time,
Wi-Fi, stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure there's been some students, or there were students that would actually spend the whole time on campus because they didn't have internet.
That's
maybe
true.
We never know, and maybe from there they had to actually get internet and stuff like that, and
And
Yeah,
I know there's a lot of students that would have preferred to stay in school because sometimes they just don't want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they're facing at home.
Or you know that sad fact that like maybe they didn't have a home. You know, there's a lot of people or students that lived in the cars or you know just here and there. So yeah.
And it really affected the younger generation because it was definitely harder for little kids to focus online than they would have at school in person, because online they could easily like just walk away. Like the teacher can't really do nothing yet. Tell them, but
or most of all like teach them, you know, like you need to be observing, like, oh okay, show me, like I saw it with my brother in like in school, and I'm like, oh show me, you know, or like the parent is already like yelling at like the other kid or something. So it was challenging.
Definitely was. So yeah, I mean I feel like it was pretty scary in the very beginning, especially once we started seeing the cases rise. It was very scary, especially seeing videos of how crazy people would go to like get stuff at the markets.
And, like
toilet paper and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, the toilet paper, the waters.
That was the scary part. Other than that, I feel like now, obviously it's still going on, but we're more aware of it, so we're not as scared as in the very beginning. We're more cautious now and stuff like that. But in the beginning it was I was just gonna tell you, like, how do you feel like literally being and making history, basically, you know, like being part of a historical time? It's crazy because the fact that maybe our future children will get taught about this in school, just like how we got taught about like World War One, II, stuff like that, 9/11. Imagine that. Be like, I lived through that.
Like I remember.
I survived that.
For real, huh? I'm a hero.
Dude, I sacrificed myself to go outside and buy toilet paper. No, but
that's what I also tell like my mom, you know, like I tell her, especially for us, you know, that somebody due to that like left, you know, it's just like having our kids, you know, and then one day they're actually gonna ask, you know, because like you said, they're gonna for an assignment or whatever, and it's just like, oh damn, like we lived through it, and like this happened and this happened, and maybe to them it's gonna sound like, wow, like that must be really hard, you know, but like us like going through, like it was, and there were scary moments, but it's like, you know, we had to get by them, you know?
Had to learn how to adapt to it.
And to them it's probably gonna be like, wow, you know, like of this moment, that especially because they're gonna frame it like that. Well, it was a moment like that, you know, of like you know, a lot of people dying and stuff like that, and like you said, like stores being short on like toilet paper, water, foods and stuff like that. But we've been part of history.
It's crazy to think about.
Yep.